Tonight, exclusive footage at Marvel Stadium. How much police and security is needed for minor incidents? We have images no one else has. Also, polar blast. The East Coast hit with heavy rain and wind, with the Hawks defeating GWS in the snow in Canberra. Continuing in the AFL, a weekend of low scores. GWS and the Roos score record low totals, while the Dogs smash the Bombers at Marvel Stadium. Hawthorn West Primary School cancels its annual Father's Day breakfast due to renovations, as fed-up Year 6 students tell us they have nowhere to go. And what a win! Simon Jefferson coaches his under-9 side to a victory over the Cobras in their last YJFL match of the 2019 season.
We started off as a completely new team with no one playing club footy before, but they've really come together. They've learned some great skills.
This is HMV Local News with Leonardo Puglisi and Charlie Soames. Good evening. We begin with exclusive vision from the AFL as Marvel Stadium continues to crack down on fan behaviour. According to the fan who filmed this confrontation was either over loud barracking or booing in the second quarter. What makes this interesting is the fact Marvel Stadium said they would crack down on behavioural awareness officers, and this footage features 2 police officers, 2 behavioural awareness officers, and a Marvel Stadium staff member. We will have more developments as they come to hand. In other news, a polar blast has hit Australia's east coast, slamming Victoria, South Australia, New South Wales and the ACT with heavy rain and wind. The temperature over the past fortnight has been described as nuts, crazy and unbelievable by some. And across the state from Warrnambool to Hawthorn, Melbourne to Albury, the wind, rain and temperature provided wet weather everywhere. The Bureau has warned us the conditions will not be improving much in the coming days. We'll have more news after the break, including the latest on Coles's hot cross buns shock decision. For Fortnite, gaming and so much more, subscribe to Mr. Merritt, proud supporter of HMV. Welcome back. Coles has made a shock decision to sell its famous hot cross bun all year round. Some say it's good for the money, but others say it's pointless. Recently, hot cross buns have been appearing on shelves early, only days after Christmas, and some say this is the wrong move. In a shock decision by HWPS, the renovations have caused the annual Father's Day breakfast to be cancelled. The school said it was unfortunate the breakfast was unavailable to go ahead. Meanwhile, the bans for 5-6 students in the junior playground continues, with that ban implemented before school as well as lunch and recess play. Some students have told us with no court, oval or playground, they have nowhere to go. Charlie Soames has sport after the break.
Come down to the Canberra market every Sunday for great buys and cheap products, antiques and collectibles. Every Sunday in Camberwell. Across the Hawthorn district and its surrounding areas, you're watching HMV, your local station.
In sport, the Sits have defeated the Cobras in the YJFL to end their season. Leonardo Puglisi reports.
Going into their last game with nothing to lose, the Sits played Canterbury at the Canterbury Sports Ground. The first quarter saw Will Allsop kick the first goal via a great mark. The Cobras were scoreless up until the second quarter, but 2 more from Hawthorn gave them a steady lead approaching the second half. But despite Canterbury gaining control in the third and fourth quarters, scoring was low for both teams. The Sits held off and won their last game of the season. Players and officials spoke after the game.
Well, I think our whole team played really well today. So apart from maybe some kicks off the ground, I think we played really well.
Boys development from where they started, it's a really great improvement. very happy with the season.
Well, I think we've had a fantastic first season. We started off as a completely new team with no one playing club footy before, but they've really come together. They've learned some great skills.
Leonardo Puglisi, HMV, local news.
In the AFL, a series of low scores were achieved. GWS was smashed by the Hawks in snow, while Geelong destroyed the Roos in a low-scoring affair, with North Melbourne only scoring 14. And despite not scoring their lowest, Essendon was smashed by the Bulldogs by 104 points. AFLX has been scrapped after just 2 seasons. The new focus will be women's football. This year, AFLX was slightly changed from 2018, with 4 All-Stars teams competing instead of the usual 18 clubs. And that's sport. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Charlie. Coming up next, all your local weather details. Across the Hawthorn district and its surrounding areas, you're watching HMV, your local station. Welcome back. Time to check your local weather forecast for Hawthorn, Camberwell and Richmond. And that's HMV local news for this Sunday evening. Thanks for tuning in. On behalf of the team, I'm Leonardo Puglisi. Good night.